Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. It's about 3:30, Sunday the 10th, 50 degrees, 50.3. Actually, nice day. It feels really nice outside, and it's got me moving. It got me digging up projects I haven't touched in a while. There was, I don't know, a month or two ago. Doesn't seem like it was all that recent. I was babbling about my 250SX. And I pointed out that there were 3 of them in my garage. And it turned one of the guys corrected me and says, I think that's a 200X, not a 250SX. And at the time, the bike was still buried, and I had put all this crap back in. So I said, yeah, you might be right. And I made the comment that, boy, I kind of hope not, because now I don't know where the other 250SX is. So I just dug to the back of the Horde, and there's something you guys haven't seen in a long time. The back wall of my garage is something I haven't seen in 10 years. So there it is, the back wall of my garage. So there you go. See that? Take note of it. It'll probably be a while before we see it again. Anyway, this is the bike, and I'm not sure if it was G Wolf or Wally. I'm not sure who it was, but I said the bike was a 250SX. Well, it can't be a 250SX because it's got a clutch right there. It is a 200X. So whoever made that comment, you know more about my garage than I do. You guys have seen that thing from the other side. And that's still the 230 over there. Just another couple of bikes. I don't know, could you see that? Let me shoot this inventory for my sake as well as yours. There's an old 110. So as we go down the string, 200X, 110. This standing up over here is another 110. Right, I got the handlebars in the way, but you can see it's a 110. There's 185 in the back. I remember that bike. Somebody did something crazy with the ignition, put a battery in it, but it still runs off the CDI up front. And what'll happen is you'll get it, and you'll get about a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile for home, and she'll be running out like no tomorrow, and then it dies. It loses spark. And it won't get spark back again until you drag the thing all the way home, and you curse and you pull the string, and she fires right up like nothing happened, and it goes through the whole routine again and again and again. All I can think is they must have done some strange hybrid ignition thing, whoever worked on it and did that. I'm probably going to go back to a stock ignition if the thing ever sees the light of day. I'm not sure what that plastic is to. It doesn't look like that plastic there. I'm not sure what it's to. I'm also kind of looking around because Marcel was after a trunk. And Marcel, it's not... Oh, wait a minute. There's plastic to a 250SX up there. I'll have to dig that down. You guys can see it upside down. But I'll have to see what's in the back of that. That's a 250 SX with the blown rear end. That's how I ended up with the unit. So on top, by the way, obviously that's a 250 SX. Back there is a 125 because it looks like a 110, but it has a starter. This thing here is another 230. You can kind of see the orange plastic. That's another Suzuki 230 without an engine. So that's all the bikes that are in the garage. Toro snowblower, old power handle, if you guys remember that stuff. That green thing, this is the thing that goes on the front of the green thing for cutting fingers off. No, I mean for cutting brush, obviously. So anyway, I wanted to correct the record. That was a 200X, not a 250SX. So obviously there's folks out there who know more about what's going on in my garage than I do. Thank you for that correction. But now I'm perplexed. We might have to go for a walk around the Horde to see if we can't find the missing bike. Anyway, this thing just climbed out. I just dragged it out. I gave the gas tank a sniff, and oh my God, it's bad. It is horrible. So I mean, the gas tank looks pretty. It looks like a nice tank. It's really in pretty nice shape. It's really going to stink to have to replace it, but boy, it smells bad. I'm going to have to open it up and look in there and see how bad it is. This is my trunk, Marcel. It looks like it's in pretty decent shape. My plastic is not in very good shape, but my trunk is. So I'm probably going to hang on to this. Something stupid. I left the gas on, so not only is the gas tank trash, but I probably trashed the carburetor. And I made that video about how cheap the carburetors are for the 200S's, X's, 185s. Those are nice cheap carburetors. For these guys, no such thing as a cheap carburetor. The closest I've seen is an $85 model. And if you read the eBay stuff, it talks about having to rejet it and do a couple of other things. So not exactly plug and play. There is another bike in here that has a carb on it. I think this guy had a carb. I hope this guy has a carb. Yep. Yeah, you guys could see the carb there. I think you can see it. I hope you can see it. There you go. Let's zoom in. So the carb is there. You can see the hose clamp on the thing. I don't know what shape it's in. Boy, now I'm wondering where I lost a 185. I see where I lost all my umbrellas. I got 3 umbrellas in here. Really practical to put umbrellas in the back of a garage. You know, I guess there was a period of time where between what was going on at work, I went back to college and got my teaching certification. Now I haven't done anything with it. I've not taught. I mean, I student taught and I got certified, but I never did anything with it. I'm still an engineer. I was doing all these other things, and I guess I've completely like walked away from this stuff for a long period of time. And now I guess I'm finally getting back to it, if that's what we can call this. So I guess we'll all be discovering where I lost things together for a while. Anyway, folks, I've been babbling for about 8 minutes now. Look at this. I mean, I have no idea what that goes to. I mean, I don't own a motorcycle. Well, I don't own a street bike that's currently on the road, so God knows where this came from. But it must have been some deal that came up. I don't know what it goes to. Harley? Somebody could probably recognize that flange and tell me in a second. Anyway, folks, live, love, have a great time. Try not to lose your stuff in your garage, or confuse it with your other stuff. Live, love, great time. Don't lose your stuff, and remember, keep the tires down, the handlebars up. And for those of you who have crap like locked up in the back of your garage, you should go look at it once in a while, or better yet, you should start making some progress with it. I see Tommy Shoe is making good progress with his chop, or started doing something with his chop, making some progress. And so, just watching that, I'm thinking about the projects I got lost in my garage. I mean, Musty made a comment that you shouldn't put things in the back of the garage. They don't come out again, and that's so true. Anyway, I guess Musty's comment is the one that actually got me moving to dig the thing out. By getting it out of the back of the garage and moving it up to the front and basically putting it in the way, now I'll get this thing going. Okay, folks, take care.